Yeah, so basically, when I was in Japan for 5 months, I never had any urges to jack off because I was always doing something. I was always accountable. I was always sort of discovering new things, meeting new people, always around girls, and life was just so good that I never felt the urge to have that external, like, extra stimulation. I've gone back to Australia, and in the first week, I jacked off twice, which was completely fucking foreign to me. It was crazy when I did it. I couldn't fucking believe myself. I'm like, are you serious, bro? After 5 months? And it was actually 6 months, because before I went to Japan, I didn't do it at all. But I went and did it twice within the first fucking week, and it was fucking disgraceful. And since then, though, I have been improving. Part of it is because I've been using this app to study Korean because I want to go to Korea now that I've sort of came back from Japan. And there I'm talking to a lot of girls, mainly just girls, and it's giving me a sort of sense that I'm not so lonely, even though the truth is, most of them, I can't really meet easily. And yeah, that's been helping a little bit, I guess. I think really the best thing, 'cause when I was in Australia before Japan, I had periods where I didn't fucking fap, and that was just because I was talking to a girl. The best thing is to obviously talk to a fucking girl, get some confidence, have a girl in your life that you can talk to. That's obviously the best and most ideal thing. But yeah, just use that energy to keep working. If you don't have a girl, you got to keep working towards something, right? It's easier said than done. If you keep working, then randomly get a fucking huge urge. But just recently, it's been pretty fine for me so far. But just recently, I've just been every single day thinking of the same fucking video. Some people doing something like that. Thinking of the same fucking video I want to watch. And I can't get it out of my head, and I know it's gonna go away eventually, but it just seems so fucking hard right now. It's the same damn video, and I even I'm not gonna say what the video is, but I even searched up on ChatGPT what happens in this video, and I was fucking fantasizing about it. And I don't know why I do this shit to myself, bro. It's not gonna make your life any better, but you just keep thinking about it. It's been a month or something, over a month. And, within the last 7-8 months, I've jacked off twice, which is such a huge monument. I don't want to be oh, well, I jacked off twice, so, I'm not on that huge streak anymore. So, that way of thinking of it is, fucked up. You can't think of it in a binary way when that's not, the way it is. You just have this, goofy-ass mindset to it because of, sort of other content creators or whatever, and internet culture has, promoted this thing of, having long streaks without busting up. But, yeah. It's really fucking hard. I need to find some sort of girl in my life. I also feel very, very lonely. And what I notice is if you don't fap for a while, because for most of my life I was just fapping. And I never really felt lonely because I always felt like I had this sexual intimate experience with a girl. But the truth is I never really had that. But I felt fulfilled. But now that I'm not jacking off, I've cried more than I ever have in my life. I was never crying. I cried as a kid when I hurt myself and shit. And other than that, I never fucking cried about girls or anything like that. Almost every single week, I have this and it used to be but worse. But almost every single week, bro, I cry thinking about this girl I met in Japan or whatever. I'm starting to forget about her and starting to meet some more girls or whatever. But still, she was this girl I met. Actually, in Japan, but when I went to Korea, in Korea, I met her in Japan first, and I met her in Korea, and we went for a little day thing, and I just I cry about her so much. And bro, I literally only knew her for 2 days. That's the thing, but that's the closest I've ever gotten to having a girlfriend, and I felt such this connection with her. And she's probably found so many other guys. I have talked to so many other girls and found so many other girls to just talk to and hang out with. But yeah, fucking I've cried about that girl so many times, and yeah. It obviously is a big problem, being just lonely in that way. Not just, for Nofap, but for, other things in your life. You're just motivated to fucking live or whatever. But, yeah, man, I just want to talk about, I know I'm going to pull through. I know I'm not going to fucking, watch the porn, especially now I'm on holiday with my family. And, yeah, I want to keep myself accountable. I know I'm not going to fall back to this shit. I know I'm better than this shit. But, I just keep thinking of it. And, even after the 6 months, the thoughts never come away. You're always sort of joking around with it, with your friends and everything. The thoughts never truly come away. So, you just got to keep fucking moving forward. And you know, I do want to manifest success on myself. Obviously, you have to like work hard for that, but I do want to believe like, yes, I'm going to be fucking successful. I'm not going to give into this instant gratification shit, and because of that, I'm going to have like so much fucking energy to do the shit that matters and to do the shit that will make my life better. And you know, I just want to keep moving forward with it for real. Like,